What's up? I am doing this video diary. And I'm just glad to be able to voice my opinion in this crowded space. So I saw a video post about a guy who was, he was sincerely apologizing, I guess, to his wife for cheating. And I thought it was courageous. I thought it was bold. And I thought it was very sincere. Now, and he had kids. I've been feeling myself. Now, as I was scrolling, I looked at the video and I started scrolling through the comments. One comment came across, a lady asked me for my reply, which I replied with the question of what made you want to cheat. And some females, she replied, why is it any of your business? I'm thinking, well, damn, this must be the one he cheated on or cheated with. Either way, it was a weird, reply. And I replied back, hey, I want to know because I want to learn from it, And then all of a sudden, it was like over 20 replies just start going in, and then I got one reply where is this lady, looked like a Caucasian lady, but I don't know if it was a real page or not. I have no clue. But to make a long comment short, she replied, spouse or girlfriends always have a problem with this. They always begging the man to get his shit together, or they leave and go to another, female who doesn't know nothing about them. With that being said, he could be the greatest guy. And she's explaining also, hey, when the girl finds out that he ain't shit, which is, he just don't get his shit together, ain't got his shit together, blah, blah, blah. Like, it was like a bashing type of comment, to bash a man. And it seems like it was from their experience. And it touched me, though. It touched me because I have been having the experiences from a lot of women, not to say I've been in a relationship with a lot of women lately. When I was younger, yes. But it touched me because of the simple fact that, if you're in a relationship, because this whole thing is about cheating. If you're in a relationship and you commit yourself to somebody, you're telling somebody, I want to be with you and only you, and I just don't see anybody else, then, okay, to be honest, that's not cheating the other person, that's cheating yourself. You're cheating yourself. Because one, you can't eat off the words that you're speaking, which means you can't be trusted. You can't trust yourself. You don't know shit that you're saying. You're not taking what you're saying serious. So you're cheating yourself in actuality. There's a proverb that says that man can't eat on bread alone. And this is very true. You can't eat on bread alone. You have to live by your word. And cheating, it's some made up shit. Okay? If you're married, I get that part. You married, you took vows. You had witnesses. And by law, you are responsible for the person that you're married. So you're going to find somebody else to relieve you of anything that you feel stressed about your partner. Sometimes I can get that, but it's not recommended. Cheating in a marriage is not recommended. But if you're the age of 13 to 30 and you're not married, you have options, okay? Let's get this understood. You have options. If you tell a woman as a man, you say, I want you to be my girlfriend, the girl automatically, or the lady automatically, she's thinking forever at that moment. She's thinking forever at that moment. It's almost like soon as you say it to them, their first initiative is forever. Tomorrow it changes. Tomorrow it's like it disappears. The thought, it dissipates because it comes off as a romance rather than realism, right? So you're not thinking really forever in being a girlfriend. And when you're in a relationship like that, a dating relationship, both people have options. You are not going to not be attracted to nobody else. You're not. You're going to be attracted to your wants. You're going to see something else and it's going to be attracting because you're still in the living stage. You're not in the settling stage. You're in the living stage. And once you're in the living stage and you could have every and any or whatever you want, as long as you're acting responsible for yourself. You got to be responsible for yourself. This cheating thing and being and living with somebody and having kids and shit, you're not married. You're just not married. And that's bottom line. So it cannot be cheating on the other person. It could be cheating on yourself. You could be cheating yourself out of a good relationship that could be bound for marriage. But you can't call it cheating. It's basically exercising your options, for the other person, and the other person should be aware and happy that the other person would find somebody to marry. And back to the comment that the white girl made. She explained that in a relationship, there you have guys that's called serial relationshipers. Well, I don't know how you call it. Serial relationship, meaning you jump in one relationship, go to the next relationship. And I find that very courageous. I find that is your option. You're able to weigh out that option. If a woman wants you to stay in her mind fucked upness, or you're not a prince, or you're not a stand-up guy, if a woman wants to hold you hostage to her thoughts that way, then you have every right to motherfucking go to somebody who does not think that way and who will not think that way. And you should be able to change yourself. You should be able to go through changes enough to want to improve on that. So the best way to do that is to improve on the situation, and that would be your situation. You don't stay in a relationship that a woman has watched you fail and then act as if I told you so, or I knew it was going to be. That's one of those situations where that person is holding you hostage. You could let that person can let you go, and that would be fine. But you're able to have another relationship anytime you want to. You can exercise this. This is fruitful and multiplied. You do not have to be confined being alone. It is not a fucking rule in the Bible or anywhere that says that you have to be alone. That if someone breaks up with you or you break up with somebody else, you should wait a certain period of time. There's no rules to this shit. All of a sudden, these street rules are just really, really overwhelming people and making people think really weird. Like, come on, man. You use your common sense when it comes to this shit, because when it comes to this shit, if you don't have good chemistry together, if you can't think together, if you can't solve shit together, if you can't build shit together, then that's bad chemistry. It doesn't have to have a wide spread age. It could be, 20 years or less. But anything after that, it's fucked up. And then with the 20, you got to be a certain age. Like, you could be 50 and she be 30. It can't be 40 and she 20. Or, maybe you're traveling on the edge and she has to be really, 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 really open-minded to be trained and be molded and be cooperative and be, receiving. She has to be. If she's 20 and she can't receive shit and she thinks she know it all and she all acting independent and shit, then no, nigga, you can't. She would be 40 and she'd be worse off, okay? Unless she would have, even if she was with a millionaire, she would still be worse off. She would still find something bad about him, and the reason why she's taking his money now. It's not because of love. It's not because she was building with him. It's because she's taking away. And once again, now cheating comes in different forms. But it's only one thing. Cheating is cheating, and you'd be cheating yourself. In every situation, you would be cheating yourself. I cheated myself out of a lot of shit. But I've learned, you know what I'm saying? You have to be open. You have to be honest. You have to be in a situation where it's almost like you got to be in a situation where you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck about what somebody thinks of you. Not don't give a fuck or don't care about the world and all that shit. You just should not give a fuck about somebody who thinks negative of you. You shouldn't give a fuck. You should let that person live. Don't ever. And this is out to my men. Don't cross up. If you're in the dating stage, or you're single and you're dating, listen, man. You better let her know that you seeing somebody. You better let the other person know that you seeing somebody too. And you weighing up your options. Don't try to make it seem like she the only one and you running from one place to the next like ain't shit happened. You fucking up. Totally fucking up. You can't maintain that shit for a while. Okay? That shit is unobtainable. You have to be honest with both of them and let them know and let them decide. Let them choose. Because if you're really a good nigga, if you really good and you are a stand-up guy for real and you mean what you say, they don't give a fuck. They're gonna be friends. That's if you do that shit correctly. Okay? So listen. Cheating is not what we have made it out to be. We have made it out to be a victimizing thing. People want to be a victim in this cheating thing. They want to be a victim. They want to play like they're victims. They want to be fucked up. They want to do fucked up shit to each other, to another person. It's sad as fuck. If a person leaves your ass for another person, you don't have to fucking get upset about it. You don't have to. It's not cheating. The person is weighing out their options. If you have put all your attention into that person, then that means at that point you have to put the attention on yourself. You have to ask yourself, what is it that you're doing? Why isn't it that this person decide that they don't want to be around you anymore? You have to ask yourself that question, because you can't fuck somebody's shit up or try to fuck them up thinking that you was the best for them. That's like a total oxy fucking moron, and you're being a moron because you're fucking shit up. You're fucking up shit for yourself. You're fucking up shit for them, and with that is probably why they don't want to be around you anymore. That goes for a man. That goes for a woman. And I'm gonna say it like this: opposites do attract, but it's the opposite sex. Opposites do attract. If a stalker dude goes out and stalks a woman, a clingy woman, that means they're gonna have the best relationship. Think about that. Your issues gotta match the other person's issues. And the opposite. Like a puzzle. Puzzles are not the same, but they fit together and they create a picture. Think about that shit. Just think about it. Okay? Cheating is only cheating yourself. Be mature. That's pretty much it.